Welcome to Southern Sports Desk. I'm your host, Tim O'Shea, and this is a new program from the producers of SCSU TV. This show will highlight national and local sports, as well as in-depthly follow SCSU athletic scores, storylines, and game highlights. We start with the women's lacrosse team, who took on the College of St. Rose in an NE10 matchup Tuesday afternoon. St. Rose got off to a fast lead, 3-0 lead, but that would be the only lead they have in this one. Goals by Kirsten McIntyre and Savannah Feinberg tied up the score early in the second quarter, and the Owls never looked back. They cruised to a 14-6 win, improving their record to 2-1 in conference and 5-2 overall on the season. They currently sit in 5th place in the conference, and their next game is this Saturday, March 23rd, as they take on non-conference opponent St. Thomas Aquinas College. The baseball team took on Assumption College in their home opener yesterday afternoon, and it was a thriller. Keegan Daigle got the start on the mound for the Owls, and he would go 5 innings and finish with 5 strikeouts. But we're going to fast forward to the bottom of the 8th inning. Owls down by 2 runs, bases loaded, 2 outs. Jake Chacho, the freshman, comes up huge with a 3-run double, giving the Owls their first lead since the first inning. And that would be enough as Braden Sparaco finishes off the Greyhounds and gets the win in relief. The final score for the Owls, SCSU 5, Assumption 4. I caught up with Chacho and Coach Tim Shea after the game. 3-run double for the win. What was going through your head?
I had a couple tough ABs earlier in the game. First at bat, struck out on a pitch that was most likely a ball. Second at bat, crushed the ball right to a guy. But, I just flushed it, and I just knew I had to get the guys in. Had to be clutch there in the moment. We needed it. Need a little bit of a spark, and that's all I was thinking about. Hitting the ball hard, doing it for the team.
You guys were out hit 11-6 today, but you found a way to win. What does that say about this team?
Well, we've been pretty resilient all year long, really battling back and hanging tough. The energy on the bench, whether the guys are in the game or not, playing-wise, they're always in the game. And, Daigle did a great job on the mound. Braden left a couple 0-2 pitches up that they got banged, but he's a freshman, he'll learn. And Chach came up with the big base clearing triple to give us the lead back. So, and then Spencer, we got him hot in a hurry, and he came out and did the job.
The Owls improved to 12-7 on the year, and they will take on crosstown rivals on University of New Haven at home in their next game. Last Saturday, the men's basketball team played in the first round of the Division II regional tournament. They were elected as one of the 8 best teams in the Northeast region and one of the top 64 teams in the country. Last week, I was able to catch up with head coach Scott Burrell and his team before they left for the tournament. The Southern Connecticut State men's basketball team season seemed to be over, but the selection committee thought otherwise, electing them as the 8th seed in the regional tournament. With a new lease on life, Coach Scott Burrell and his team have a week to prepare for a second chance at becoming champions.
Sitting down Sunday, we're like, we don't know if this is going to be us. Sadly, we lost in the conference championship. We got to get this bid, and we don't know if it's going to go our way. And then watching and seeing that we got it was just like a big sigh of relief. You dream about it as a kid. It's March 12th, March 13th, and we're playing basketball.
It's a lot of excitement from this team right now. We're really excited. I don't think a lot of these guys have ever had this experience quite yet. So this is going to be a new experience for a lot of us, and we're just extremely excited for it.
It's wide open, I think. I think obviously playing St. Michael's, they're a really good team, but I think we can match up well against them. Just can't let them knock down threes like we did the first 2 games. We got to change up some things on defense. We got to make shots too. We got our shots. We can make our shots. It will keep us in the game and get us over the hump and get a win.
The Owls will be headed up to Vermont to take on the regular season champions, St. Michael's College. This will be the first time in 7 years that the Owls have made it to the regional tournament. In New Haven, reporting for the Owls Network, I'm Tim O'Shea. Unfortunately for the men's team, they fell short in the first round to St. Michael's College. However, another pair of local teams have the chance to become champions. The Yukon Huskies and the Yale Bulldogs both punched their tickets to the big dance. The NCAA Men's Basketball Championship starts tomorrow, and I want to help you all filling out your brackets. So this segment is called Tim's Take, and I'm going to go over some of the key matchups that will make or break the first round of your brackets. First up is 6th-seeded Clemson versus 11th-seeded New Mexico, and I'm taking the Lobos. They play fast, and playing fast in March will help you win games. New Mexico won the Mountain West, and I don't like this matchup for Clemson. Not only do I think the Lobos will beat Clemson, but I believe they'll make a Sweet 16 run. Next up, we got the local team, the 13th-seeded Yale Bulldogs. We're taking on 4th-seeded Auburn Tigers, and I'm taking Auburn. There's no upset here. Yale squeaked into the tournament by a last-second buzzer beater in their conference championship. Auburn is one of the best defensive teams in the country and is on fire, coming off an SEC conference championship win. While I would love to see the Bulldogs start a Cinderella run, I think the clock strikes midnight early for this mid-major. Give me Auburn and even maybe a championship dark horse. Finally, we have an interesting matchup. 15th-seeded Western Kentucky versus 2-seeded Marquette. And I'm taking Western Kentucky. Give me the Hilltoppers. A 15th seed has won in each of the last 3 tournaments. And I think this trend continues. Western Kentucky plays at an unreal pace and are one of the highest tempo teams in the country. Marquette turns the ball over and has some injuries. I think when Marquette's chemistry gets messed up when they get players back from injury. I think the Hilltoppers take advantage of this and have the best chance out of any 15th seed to advance to the next round. And that is my Tim's take. And that concludes the first episode of Southern Sports Desk. Tune in for future episodes, interviews, and more content. I'm Tim O'Shea. Thank you for stopping by.